I'm going to be talking about code switching. So code here refers to basically a pattern. So computer code is made of is ones and zeros, which is a pattern. So similarly, speech and languages also follow patterns which shift or change depending on the social and cultural context, depending on who you're talking to, where you're speaking, and things like that. So this shift is what we call code switching. So acquisition of language happens in the home, and the child will acquire the parent's speech pattern, and that is all the child knows. That's the baseline until the child goes to school or expands their social network a bit more. So, for example, a kid might go to school and pick up the word bro, and then they might go home and address their parent as such, and the parent may not like this, and they may say, hey, you can't call me that, it's disrespectful. So this is when the child is conditioned to code switch, and they learn that they can use this term with certain groups and they can't use it with other groups. So that's where it starts. And then moving into adulthood, we have to collaborate and socialize a lot more. And what I mean by this is that we have a lot more tasks and responsibilities to fulfill, whether this be career wise, working with a lot of people from different backgrounds, or familial obligations and just social obligations. We have a lot more friends now from school and college and work and all of that. So we start to unconsciously code switch. It becomes almost second nature, and we use it in our daily lives without even realizing most of the time. And we all know that using slang in the workplace is kind of frowned upon, and using professional code is preferred. And this is almost an unsaid rule. It's because we've been conditioned to think this way, and we know that certain codes are to be used in certain places. And it's very interesting because it goes to show you that code switching can help distinguish certain social settings from another. So you can't use the same kind of speech pattern that you would use at home, that you would use the same one in the workplace and the hospital or a restaurant or wherever you might go. So it is very important in social settings. And finally, code mixing. Code mixing is basically when you mix two different speech patterns together. So, in especially in the Indian vernacular, you have a lot of code mixing because we're all very multilingual. So, for example, Tamil and English. So, Tamil and English becomes Tanglish, and sleep, which is Tunga, becomes like Tungify. And if you see this ify suffix from English gets added to the Tamil word. And then similarly in Hindi, also Hindi and English, there's a lot of words that have even made it to popular media. So the point is that in such a globalized world, it's important that we understand the significance of code switching and use it to our advantage. Thank you.